Today, I am going to discuss descriptive paragraph on a celebrity or a famous personality or a public figure. Now you know that descriptive paragraph in your syllabus for ninth class, it is based on a person, and that person can be a celebrity, a famous personality, a public figure, or someone known to you. Descriptive paragraph on a person that is known to you or is around you, that I've already discussed in my previous videos, and I'll give the links for the same in the description box. So if you want to go and have a look at those videos, you can. Today, the topic that I have taken is the descriptive paragraph based on a celebrity. In that, I've taken Mahendra Singh Dhoni. So he is the celebrity youth icon, and I will be writing a descriptive paragraph on him, and I'll be explaining how to go about it. So let's get started. Now, the famous personality, as I've already told you, that I've chosen today is the role model for many teenagers. So he is MS Dhoni. Now, there is a slight difference between writing a descriptive paragraph on a public figure or a famous personality or a celebrity, etc., and a para on someone you know. As I have already told you that this kind of paragraph I have already made. So, a person whom you already know, maybe directly or indirectly, and the person whom you do not know as such, he is a public figure and you just know him because of the news or from a few magazines. So, as such, you don't know that person. So, how to write a descriptive paragraph based on such a person? Now, I've already made a video that I've already told you. So, the previous videos that I've already made, they are on your mother. You can get to write a paragraph in your exams on your mother or principal of your school or the milkman, the postman, your neighbor, your teacher, etc. Now, in this case, so your mother, obviously, you can write about her, the principal of the school, also, you know the principal. Now, in this case, milkman and postman. So, you may not know the person directly, but since the person comes to your house, the postman also comes to your locality, maybe he delivers a few parcels or letters to your house, so you know those persons indirectly. So on the basis of what you know or what people say about them, you have to write a paragraph. Now in these cases, you may not be given clues, so it is may. So you may get clues for these cases, or you may not get clues for these cases, because it is expected that you should be able to write about your school principal or your teacher or the milkman. So in these cases, you have to devise the matter on your own. And to help you in this, I have devised an acronym using which you won't forget to include the main points in your paragraph. So that acronym, it is tap on her, and this I have discussed in my previous videos. So you go and watch those videos for the details, because the previous videos, they are or descriptive writing based on a person whom you know directly or indirectly. So one writing, it is on postman, one is on my neighbor, so you can go and check it, and there I have explained this acronym. Now coming to today's topic, so since we may not know so much about a celebrity or a famous personality that we can write a whole paragraph on him or her, so clues are provided for our help. So in this case, when a question it is based on a celebrity or some famous public figure, so we may not know much about these persons, that we can write a complete paragraph on them. So in these questions, there will be a help box for you. Clues will be given to you. So when clues are given, then these are the things that you have to take care of. Number one, you have to check first of all whether the person is alive or not, because this is going to help you to decide your tense, whether you have to write it in past tense or you have to mix past tense and the present tense. Now, if the person is alive, so while writing about his achievements or his contribution to something that he has made in the past, you'll be using past tense, but about his general describing his traits and his current position, so there you'll be using present tense. So you have to be careful of this. Then do not add any information from your side, even if you know about it. This is very important. When clues are given, you are not to add any information from your own side. Any information means any facts or figures. Even if you know something about that person, you have read it somewhere, but still you are not to add it from your own side. Then, fourth is have a variety in your sentences. This is very important. If you will repeat sentences or if you will repeat words, your marks will be deducted. So avoid repetition, use phrases, adjectives, etc. Make your sentences expressive. Now, fifth point is that it is not necessary that you follow the order in which the clues are given. Yes, this is also important. The clues, they are given in a particular order, but it is not necessary that you follow the order. You can shuffle them. But your paragraph, it should be a well-knit piece of writing. It should not look haphazard. So if you are shuffling the order of the clues that are given, it should not seem that you are just writing the points, one you are writing above, then the other you are writing at the end, and there is no connection between them. Your paragraph, it should not seem haphazard. Then spellings, punctuation, grammar, word limit, that should be taken care of. Now, word limit plus minus 5 to 8 words, it is okay. Then title, all these things, they should be taken care of. So now let's get started. Now the question today, now initially the question that was on descriptive writing for ninth class, it was of 10 marks with the word limit of 150 to 200 words. But now in the reduced syllabus for 2020, it is of 5 marks. And the word limit is, sorry, this is 100 to 120 words. It's not 10. So 100 to 120 words. But now I'll be giving you an example for 200 words because you can obviously reduce according to your need. Now let's get started. So write a descriptive paragraph on Mahendra Singh Dhoni in not more than 150 to 200 words and take help from the clues that are provided. So this question, it is of 10 marks. So 150 to 200 words is 10 marks, but if it is in 100 to 120 words, it will be of 5 marks. So these are the clues. Now let's read the clues first. So name, Mahendra Singh Dhoni, in bracket it's written Mahi, that means it is his nickname. Then birth. So July 7, 1981. Job. Before joining Indian national cricket team, TTE in Indian Railways. Debut 2004 in international cricket. Indian cricket team captain from 2007 to 2016. Position and role. Wicketkeeper, right-handed batsman, devised helicopter shot. Major achievements: won 3 ICC trophies: World Cup 2020 in 2007, World Cup in 2011, and Champions Trophy in 2013. Awards: Rajiv Gandhi Khel Ratna Award in 2007, ICC ODI Player of the Year in 2008 and 2009, Padma Shri in 2009. Then personality traits: dedicated, hard worker, down to earth. Retirement August 15, 2020 from international cricket. So these are the clues that are given to us, and based on these clues, we are going to write a paragraph on Mahendra Singh Dhoni. Now, this paragraph that I'm going to discuss first of all, this is taking those clues. I started writing, and when I counted the words, it came out to be around 240. So I've written there 240. So after first writing, then I started deleting few things, and then the word count, it came out to be 198 after the deletion. So I've included the both so as to tell you that even if your words they exceed, then how can you delete few things to so that your descriptive paragraph it remains within the word limit. So let's get started. So this is a little lengthier one, 240 words. So first the title, as you can see, Mahendra Singh Dhoni. Now in the title here, Mahendra Singh Dhoni, you can even add the youth icon. So that is your choice. Mahendra Singh Dhoni, the name stands for sheer dedication and diligence. Now, here, all the words that are in purple color, these are the words or these are the points that have been taken from the clues that are given. So, dedication and diligence. Now, if I go back, here you can see dedication, hard worker, down to earth. So, hard worker, I have changed it to diligence. So, you can do that. It's not that you have to pick up the exact same word, but the meaning should be same. And now you can see that this personality traits here, this is almost at the end, but I am beginning my paragraph from this dedication and diligence. So this is what I said when I was saying that you can shuffle the points, but it should not look haphazard. It should not look that now, since you have brought the last point first, it is not connecting in the paragraph. So Mahendra Singh Dhoni, the name stands for sheer dedication and diligence. The ace Indian cricketer has made the country proud on many occasions. Born on July 7, 1981 in Ranchi, he rose from the position of TTE in the Indian Railways to become the most loved Indian cricket captain because of his faith and trust in his dreams. The year 2004 was his debut year in international cricket, and there was no looking back after that. As the captain, he navigated the Indian cricket team through turbulent times from 2007 to 2016, which is now held as the golden period of Indian cricket. Under his captaincy, India won all the three major ICC trophies: the World Cup 2020 in 2007, the World Cup in 2011, and the Champions Trophy in 2013. Now, if I go back, what things I've already included: the name, then birth, then this TTE, so his job. So, here look how I have included this TTE. Let's read it again. So he rose from the position of TTE in the Indian Railways to become the most loved Indian cricket captain because of his faith and trust in his dreams. So he left this job actually to pursue cricket. So it was his faith and trust in himself, in his dreams. So that is why I have written it like this. So the year 2004 was his debut year. So this again I have included this, the debut thing has come. Then the Indian cricket team captain from 2007 to 2016. So instead of just writing that he was the Indian cricket team captain from 2007 to 2016, look at the way how I've written it. So I have written that as the captain, he navigated the Indian cricket team through turbulent times from 2007 to 2016, which is now held as the golden period of Indian cricket. So this period from 2007 to 2016 is held as the golden period of Indian cricket. Now, why I came to this conclusion? Because during this period, under his captainship, India won these three major ICC trophies. So we can write that that period was the golden period of Indian cricket. So like this, you have to think and devise your own structures and expressions to explain. So now moving on. This right-handed batsman and wicket-keeper of the Indian cricket team, Mahi, as he is lovingly called by his fans, is famous for his aggressive shot, the helicopter shot, the one that has always kissed the galleries of the stadium for a six. So again, this is to be noted that how I have written this, how the expression is made to show that his helicopter shot, it always ended in a six. He was awarded the Rajiv Gandhi Khel Ratna Award in 2007, ICC ODI Player of the Year in 2008 and 2009, and the fourth highest civilian honor, Padma Shri, in 2009 for his glorious achievements and contribution to the Indian cricket. Now, these are the facts. So, these facts you cannot change. But how you are connecting these facts into a paragraph, that is what you need to learn. So recently, he announced his retirement from international cricket on 15th August 2020, which concluded his illustrious journey. I always look up to this humble man for inspiration. Now, this humble man, so from where this humble man has come? Here, look. So it's written down to earth. So for down to earth, I have written humble man. So I have included all the points that are here, but what happened while I included all these points, the word limit exceeded, it became 240. And the word limit is still 200. So this is far beyond 200. So that means that I needed to shorten it out. So let's see how I did that. Now this is the short version of it. And you will see that it still includes all the points. And the words here are 198. Mahendra Singh Dhoni has made the country proud on many occasions with his diligence and dedication towards Indian cricket. So, see, in the first sentence, only the change has come. Here it is Mahendra Singh Dhoni. The name stands for sheer dedication and diligence. So, here I am writing Mahendra Singh Dhoni has made the country proud on many occasions with his diligence and dedication towards Indian cricket. So the meaning is same, but I have joined two sentences into one because in the previous these were two sentences. The ace Indian cricketer has made the country proud on many occasions. So I have shortened the sentences and joined two sentences into one. Next, then, born on July 7, 1981 in Ranchi, he gave up his job of TTE in the Indian Railways to follow his dream. Again, the sentence is shortened, but the meaning remains the same. The year 2004 was his debut year in the international cricket, and there was no looking back after that. He captained the Indian cricket team from 2007 to 2016, which is now held as the golden period of Indian cricket. So, again, this sentence has been shortened where I had written that he navigated. So, as the captain, he navigated the Indian cricket team through turbulent times from 2007 to 2016. So, I have changed this into a simple sentence. He captained the Indian cricket team from 2007 to 2016, which is now held as the golden period for Indian cricket. So, again, the meaning remains the same. So, under his captaincy, India won all the three major ICC trophies: the World Cup 2020 in 2007, the World Cup in 2011, and the Champions Trophy in 2013. So, these are facts, obviously, I cannot change them. Then, this right handed batsman and wicket keeper, Mahi, as he is lovingly called by his fans, devised the helicopter shot that sent the ball to the galleries for a six. So again, the meaning is same, but the way I've written it, it has shortened the sentence. He was awarded the Rajiv Gandhi Khel Ratna Award in 2007, ICC ODI Player of the Year in 2008 and 2009, and the fourth highest civilian honor, Padam Shri, in 2009 for his glorious achievements. His lustrous career ended on August 15, 2020, with the announcement of his retirement from international cricket. I always look up to this humble man for inspiration. So, again, all the points are there, but sentences are shortened. A few words have been changed, but the meaning it remains the same. So sometimes the students they come and they ask me, "Ma'am, I have written this paragraph, but this has gone beyond the word limit and I'm not able to shorten it." So this is how you can do it. So it is just that it needs little bit of concentration and you can do everything. Now listen here. Now, since it is a paragraph, so I have underlined the main points, the points that are there in the clues, the clue box that will be provided to you. You underline all those points wherever you write them so that the examiner he sees where that you have included. He is able to clearly see that you have included all the points. So then you will get full marks in the content. So I'm going to discuss the marking scheme, but this is the point that you have to note down. Since you cannot change the color there, so obviously as I have changed the color here, so you just cannot do that. So you have to underline all the points that are there in the clues so that the examiner knows that everything has been included. So you have to include everything, do not leave anything, and do not add anything. So both the things you have to remember. So this is now within the word limit. Now, in case of 5 marks, because you can say that the word limit now is only 120 words, so how I'm going to make 120 words out of this? Now, in case of 120 words, the clues obviously they'll be less. So you won't get so many clues for 120 words. The points will be less then. Now here the marking criteria. The marking criteria in case the question is of 10 marks. The title that will be of 1 mark, content of 5 marks and expression will be of 4 marks. Now what will be included in expression? Grammar. So grammatical accuracy means your tense, past tense, future tense, present tense, how you have used it. Then appropriate words. Appropriate words means the variety in words and sentence structure. That means you are not writing the same word again and again, or you are not using same type of sentence like he is or he has. So always your sentence begins from this. So sentence structure, there should be variety. Then spellings, coherence and relevance of ideas and styles. So as I've already told you, your paragraph, it should connect the lines in your paragraph. There should be a logical connection between the lines. It should not look abrupt or haphazard, one point here and one point there and they are not connecting. So it should not look like that. Now content, 5 marks. Now how the marks in content are given? So let's go back to the clues and then I'll tell you how it is given. Now look at these clues: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. So there are 10 points in the clues and there are 5 marks for the content. That means each clue is of half a mark. So now you understand why I am saying that you have to underline all the points of the clues, because every clue here it is of half mark. When the examiner sees that all the clues are included, so you will get 5 marks, because the spellings and the grammar and the tense marks for that are going to be deducted from expression, not from content. So that is why it is very important that you write and include all the points that are given in the clue box and you underline them so that the examiner straight away he looks at your paragraph and he finds all the points there. Now, before I end this lesson, I would like to give you the list of the videos that I've already uploaded. So, in case you want to watch any of those, I will be putting all the links in the description box. So, I have already uploaded reported speech, mainly imperatives with let sentences. So, let sentences are very confusing. So, the rules for let sentences with many examples I have given there. Then reported speech in case of interrogative sentences is already there. Then class 9 poem Wind. Then dialogue completion. Then again class 9 poem The Road Not Taken by Robert Frost in 2 parts. Part 1 and part 2 is there. And then the descriptive paragraph. Tips and tricks. Descriptive paragraph based on a person that you know directly or indirectly. So there I've given the acronym also, and then the paragraph is on my neighbor and postman, and more obviously it is on the way. So I'll keep on posting things for you. So kindly subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss anything. I hope you understood how to write this paragraph, and there is nothing that or there's I hope there's no other query. So thank you very much for watching and do subscribe for my channel.